And for them to cast a rapper to come in and act in the movie, and then for him to just be like, oh, it's trash. It's like, well, you didn't have to do much.
In comparison to like what editors do and the director and all that. It's a bit of a fucking dick move.
News, which is Machine Gun Kelly says his new movie with Megan Fox, which is called Midnight in the Sungrass, is trash. For someone in the movie to come out and say that is really bad.
Well, it's not unheard of when actors talk shit about their movies. That does happen, but usually that happens 5 years after the fact. It doesn't happen when the movie's coming out.
I know.
And I don't expect MGK to make some fucking great movie. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've only seen I've seen 2 movies with him in it. That Nerve movie. I've seen that, that was all right, but he's not even like a main thing in it.
Have you seen
I saw Bird Box.
Oh, Bird Box. Yeah, he's not really a main thing in that either.
Yeah, exactly.
The Dirt, he's a main thing. He plays.
Yeah, is that the Motley Crue movie?
Motley Crue, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
That's okay.
I don't care for Motley Crue, to be honest with you.
It's not amazing, but it's all right.
Yeah, but how's he as an actor? Because I've never really gotten a real sense of him. Like, it's usually with those kind of things, like usually when musicians come in and as actors, it's like, oh my god, there's the musician, like there's MGK, there's Mark Wahlberg or something.
Yeah. Well, he's okay. His performances are always the same. It's like he's playing the same character and everything.
Like a dick.
Sort of, but he's all right. I won't say he's a bad actor, but it's sort of, he's not quite, an actor, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's more of a musician that's in a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he made a tweet, and the tweet said, if I don't tweet about a movie I'm barely in, it's because it's trash. And so I think he's just, and he also, he's not in it titled Machine Gun Kelly. I think in other films they have
his name Colson something?
Colson Baker. But I think in other films they have him like, starring Machine Gun Kelly, and he puts it under his brand. Whereas this, he didn't want under his brand because he must have not liked it from the get-go.
But you know what? They're like insane. Like, you can say a movie shit that you've worked on, but so many people put a lot of hours into movies and a lot of their effort and time. And for someone, for an actor who works on a movie, like not even that much, actors don't work on the movie that much. Yeah. In comparison to like what editors do and the director and all that, it's a bit of a fucking dick move. And
it's pretty rude because it's based on a true story. So someone's had to go and do a lot of research to write that film, They're going to have to go look at all this stuff, talk to these people. And it's obviously been kind of like I wouldn't say a life's work, but a lot of work and time that they've had to spend away from their families or whatever to get this film out, because they obviously felt the story needed to get out there. And for them to cast a rapper to come in and act in the movie, and then for him to just be like, oh, it's trash. It's like, well, you didn't have to do much. So
yeah, exactly. You didn't do anything anyway. Like, man, it's like, go fuck yourself. Like, you're not that fucking important. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think it's so completely disrespectful to, he might be right. Like the movie might be shit. Like,
but why do that?
Like, I haven't seen it, so I can't. But like, yeah, exactly. You don't need to say that. And no one comes out and just, go.
I was going to say, if you don't like the movie, 2 things. If you don't like the movie, you don't have to do it. And second, if you don't like the movie, don't say anything. Like you said, if I don't tweet about a movie I'm barely in, it's because it's trash. So why are you tweeting about it now?
Well, then why are you even starring in it? Like, you're the idiot who started in a shit movie. Like, you're the moron.
Exactly.
Not me. Like,
and also,
not them.
Yeah, if you don't like it, don't make anything about it. Don't tweet about it at all. Like you said. So it's kind of like he's contradicting himself. And then also, I would say, I think it's probably because he thought he had a bigger role. That's what I think.
He's salty.
I think he probably filmed a few more scenes that they didn't use in the movie. And then he's seen the movie and he's like, I'm barely in it. What the hell? And so he's made this tweet because he's probably a bit salty. That's what I think. Because I know that's very common, like they're not going to use every scene that they shoot. So, even Timothée Chalamet said it. He went to go watch Interstellar and afterwards he cried because he thought he was in the movie for longer. So like when he came back from filming it, he was like, oh, that's my career. I'm off to the races now. He dropped out of university. He's like, yeah, I'm done. Like I'm going to get heaps of roles now. And then he went to the cinema to watch it. He didn't get invited to the premiere. He went to the cinema to watch it and then went home and cried in his dad's lap. He's like, what have I done? I've left university and I'm barely in this movie. And so I think that's probably a thing that Machine Gun Kelly is probably dealing with, I would say.
There's this really great story of this what's his name? Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
In this, and he was starring in this movie called The Thin Red Line, which is Terrence Malick.
Yeah.
He made it. And Terrence Malick is this really kind of like poetic, more visually driven director. And he kind of just shoots a lot of stuff and then films a movie and pieces the movie together. And Adrian Brody was the lead in Thin Red Line, and he was marketed as the lead. And then he went to go see it, and he did like this massive press junket as like the lead. And then like I think a few days before, or like when he first saw the movie, he's barely in it. Like he's in like 2 scenes. And
my goodness.
And like he got cut the fuck out, and they completely reshaped the movie to focus on this other actor.
Wow.
I think that's even worse, because
that's bad.
And Adrian Brody was a big actor at the time. He's a pretty talented guy. And so it's like, it was completely fucking like he got fucked over hard.
You cannot do that.
Oh, well,
well, I guess you can. It's your movie. But
exactly. You do it
to market someone as the lead. Oh, that's got to feel so bad if you're Adrian Brody.
And the thing is, the difference between Timothée Chalamet and Adrian Brody and MGK is that Adrian Brody and Timothée Chalamet are actors. They study this shit. MGK is a fucking rapper.
Yeah, go make more albums. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird situation. So
I don't like MGK at all. So.
Yeah, I flick it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I flick him.
Yeah.
Even flicked.
Yeah.
Brush, bitch.